What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday over here. Hope you guys are doing well. Right now, we do have the crypto markets down. Bitcoin right now down over 1%. We do have Ethereum flat coming back. Total 3 down almost 1%. Stock market, S&P 500 pretty much flat, but it did come back from a deeper dip earlier today. We're going to be taking a look into what could be going on in the crypto markets this week, taking a look into some altcoins, which would include Litecoin. What are some news and insights for this market? Ondo, Onyxcoin, see what their current setups are. Take a look into some technical analysis, which are very important, as well as some news for the overall crypto markets. Now, if you guys are new to this channel, you guys should know that I dive deep into the charts every day to find the moves before they actually happen. Because let's face it, that's a lot lower risk than actually chasing a pump on the day of. If you guys actually chase pumps on the day of, let me know how that worked out in the comment section below. I have been there. I've done that. I'll tell you, I don't really want to do that too often anymore, right? I'd rather pick the lower risk setups, okay? Now, we're going to be taking a look into some news first. And also, let me, before I forget, if you guys do have any technical analysis requests, you guys can drop it in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video as well. Let me know what altcoins you want to see, any coins, and I will pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis. Let's go ahead and go to Bitcoin news, okay? I'm gonna give you guys my instant reaction to some news here, and let's see some recent news for Bitcoin, okay? Ross Albright's donation receives 31.5 million in Bitcoin. I really don't think that's too much of news. Let's jump on to the next one. Bitcoin rises to 111K all-time high. Doesn't mean that the market is bullish. Certified expert says. Well, that sounds a little bit bearish to me, but I do think that there is a mixture of signals in the markets, which we'll get to in the charts. But overall, I am still bullish on the markets, okay, until we start seeing, the charts print otherwise. Then I would tell you I would change my opinion. But right now, I am still bullish because, first of all, on the monthly RSI, we haven't gotten that FOMO RSI reading yet, just like back in 2017 or 2020, 2021. So that is one key point that I'm still bullish, right? So to this, I think we're still bullish. Next strategy acquires another 705 Bitcoin for 75 million, taking total holdings to almost 581,000 Bitcoin. That is bullish, okay? I mean, they just acquired a lot more Bitcoin here, so that to me sounds very bullish. Market moves target James Wynn's new 100 million Bitcoin position. That is bullish, but I mean, it's a pretty small position, $100 million, right? Ethereum leads 286 million weekly crypto fund inflows with strongest run since 2024 coin shares. That is definitely bullish for Ethereum. I mean, we do see Ethereum actually catching up. I mean, just not so long ago, Ethereum was under $2,000, right? It is catching up to Bitcoin, right? However, it is still kind of lagging because Bitcoin is above its daily 200 SMA, while Ethereum is still trying to get above it. Okay, let's do one more headline here. What else is interesting here? Metaplanet adds 1088 Bitcoin, inches near 10,000 gold. I mean, that definitely sounds bullish for Bitcoin here. Okay, now just because we're seeing some bullish news doesn't mean that it's going to instantly pump the markets, right? But I think it's better for the crypto markets in the longer term, at least. Let's go to Litecoin, see if we have any news here. Nothing too recent, okay? I mean, overall, I think altcoins are going to be following Bitcoin anyways. So if we get bullish Bitcoin news, I would expect that to kind of propagate through the rest of the altcoin markets. No recent news here. Nothing that's worth mentioning, really. XCN. I don't think we have any news here as well. May 18th, Onyxcoin on DidX. Okay. All right. So it was listed on DidX. Now let's go ahead and go to Ondo. Not really much news here. So, I mean, we can expect to get pretty constant news for Bitcoin and probably the bigger altcoins. But for any of the smaller altcoins, as you guys can see, not too much recent news. Okay. I just do want to mention that if you guys don't have TradingView and if you guys are newbies in this game, in this trading game, you guys definitely want to consider signing up for TradingView. I do have an affiliate link in the description below. If you sign up using it, I will get a commission. And thank you for supporting my channel. But TradingView, you guys can get plans for under $20 per month. I mean, it's gonna be an absolute tool that you need to succeed in this market if you guys are trading. That I've been using TradingView for over 5 years. I get charts, I get indicators, I learn about how to see the markets, how to use technical analysis. Of course, there's going to be news. There's going to be other people sharing their ideas as well. So those are going to be additional resources that you guys can get. So definitely check it out. Now let's go on to Bitcoin here. Bitcoin charts, hourly time frame. Okay, it did break down from this rising wedge pattern. Breakdown target. Looks like it has already met it. Okay, it has already met it to the T almost. Now, let's see what Bitcoin's about to do next. It is trying to bounce back. It still has a higher low on this hourly time frame, okay? What I'm really looking at here is going to be the weekly time frame and the daily time frame, and this is why. Weekly time frame, we are still above some of these solid candles that were resistances, and now we are basically retesting it as supports. If we don't get weekly candles below 104k, that's what I'm seeing here, about 104k, then I think we're still looking good on this weekly time frame. Okay, daily time frame. Now I have put in a long position yesterday, a leverage position on Bitcoin Cash, based on this idea that we are above some weekly support, right? That was resistance, and we have hit the daily 21 SMA, which is at about 106k here, the blue line. Even though we have breached it, that is, I mean, to me, we're still consolidating around it, and I'm still seeing that as support. Okay, so that is my idea. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It's purely my speculations and my bets, okay? Now, let's go over here to Ethereum. I do also want to mention on the weekly time frame that we had bearish divergence on the weekly time frame, and we got that red candle. So it did play out. We did get that pullback candle. Now let's see if we actually bounce off this support level. Monthly time frame, we do have bearish divergence as well, but we have had exceptions, namely back in 2020, December 2020, where there was that bearish signal. However, the bulls kept pushing through for a couple more months. A very hard push, right? If you guys have been here that long. So something I'm still keeping in the back of my mind, that there is still bearish signals, of course, but you know, I know that nothing's gonna be aligning 100%. So this is my opinion. I think there is still more of a bullish case in this market. Let's go to Ethereum here. 12-hour time frame. That's what I'm paying attention to. I have some Ethereum, and this is what I'm looking at. 12-hour time frame, cup and handle pattern, resistance 2750. If it breaks out of this pattern to the upside, it's about 3200, just shy of. Price target. Price targets are estimates only, okay? It could be more, it could be less, there could be fake outs, something to be considering. Let's go ahead and go to total 3. Do we have a chart here now, since this chart actually broke down from a cup and handle pattern, which is against its odds, but it does happen. Do we have a pattern here for total 3, which is altcoin markets excluding Ethereum? Nope, still no. So I'm going to be bringing you guys an update on the total altcoin markets when there is a pattern that builds up. Let's go over here to stock market. Very important market to be paying attention to as well, because this is highly correlated with Bitcoin, and it could be a front-running signal for the most part. What I'm looking at here for stock markets is the daily time frame. Okay, daily 21 SMA, the blue line, just crossed over the daily 200 SMA. It's going to be coming up to the price action. If price action dips, that's going to be the next level of support I'm looking at for the stock market. Currently at about 58.50, just shy of. Let's take a look into Litecoin. See what has gone on in this market since the last time we've talked about it. Down slightly today, okay? Litecoin, try to break above this daily 200 SMA, the orange line here. Was unsuccessful. Okay, now it's basically back below all the daily moving averages on here. Okay, let's take a look into the weekly time frame. This is still valid. Falling wedge pattern. Okay, still valid pattern. If it breaks to the upside, price target it's about $190. Let's take a look into smaller time frame, 12-hour. 12-hour Litecoin broke out of this smaller falling wedge pattern that's within the bigger pattern, and price target, I mean, this actually broke out, and the price target here is going to be about $123 Litecoin. However, right now we are looking at a bearish pattern here. So will this bearish pattern cut its price target short? It's going to be very important to be paying attention to the shorter time frames as well, even though we have the bigger time frame patterns, so we can get an idea of where the price action could be going. Because like I said, price targets are estimates only, right? 12-hour time frame, also a rising wedge breakdown target here. It's going to be, let's just say if it breaks down by this point, that's going to give you a breakdown target of about $86, small targets. Now, a lot of this is going to depend on what Bitcoin does, of course. Onyxcoin. We did have a bigger falling wedge here that we talked about last time. It broke down, okay? It basically broke out of it, just very little. And then it broke back into the pattern. That will happen. I will consider that to be possible scenarios even after breakouts, okay? Nothing in this market is going to be 100%. I would not expect smooth sailing, especially in this type of market. This is probably one of the least smooth bull cycles or bull waves I've seen, okay? Alright, so right now, until it does something otherwise, but right now, Onyxcoin, 12-hour time frame. In my opinion, this is a validated pattern, even though the third candle does not exactly touch, but I think it's close enough. Price target, if it breaks out by this point here, just an estimate, is going to be about almost 3 cents here, price target. Now, we are in a smaller falling wedge pattern as well within the bigger pattern. If it breaks out by this point, that is going to give Onyxcoin about a price target of about 2 cents. Let's take a look into Ondo and see what's going on in this market. Weekly time frame here. Broke out of this falling wedge pattern. Price target for Ondo out of this bigger pattern is going to be about $1.90. It did break out up to about $1.15 almost. Now it did form a rising wedge pattern that has already broken down. Okay, breakdown target of this rising wedge pattern is going to be about 72 cents. So it broke down, and right now it looks like it is formed another smaller rising wedge pattern right here on the 4-hour time frame. Price target out of this smaller pattern here, the breakdown target, is going to give Ondo about 79 cents breakdown target. Okay, so let's see if Ondo will work all the way back down to about 72 cents, or could it bounce from here? It's going to be very important to be charting on the smaller time frame as well. If you guys want to see more of any of these coins I talked about on this video, make sure to drop a comment letting me know that you guys do want to see more of this. Like, subscribe, and that wraps it up for this video for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.